Morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
Rabbi.
morning.
We're learning Mishna Sotah, Parak chapter 8. We're in the middle of Mishnah Bays, and we're going to start from where we left off yesterday. Umiya Isha Sha'eras Isha. The officers who are announcing to the people about those who may leave the battlefield. So we had the person who had built a house, the person who had planted a vineyard or an orchard. And now we have Umiyah Shashar Eras Isha. Who is the man who has made Erison on a woman? Now, as we've had mentioned many times before, in a Torah marriage, there are two steps. There is Erison and there is Kedushin. Erison is very often translated as betrothal, which is not really a correct translation, because in fact, an Erison, meaning when you give the woman the ring, that is enough. She becomes your wife. You can't not live with her as a wife, but she is your wife. And therefore, it's not really, betrothal is not really a good word, because betrothal means less than that in the English language. But that is the common word that is used. But the point is, it's at the first step of the marriage. It's the first step. She is married to you, but you cannot live as husband and wife until Nisuin, which is when you take her under the chuppah. Now, so here we have a situation where a man has not married the woman. He has only done erison on her. And he too is someone that we say can return from the battle lest he die and someone else marry her. So when we say that we're talking about a person who made erison, echra ma'aretz es habesula, whether he made erison on a virgin, ve'echra ma'aretz es almana, or whether he made erison on a widow or a divorcee, meaning a woman who's not a virgin, afilu shemeris yavim, even shemeris yavim, meaning. So first of all, even if let's say she's not a virgin, one may say that the joy of maybe that kind of a marriage is not going to be the kind of a marriage that we say will be so disturbing to him by the battle. But we don't say that. We say that whether she's a virgin or not, it's going to disturb him. He comes back, and even shemeris yavim. Now, shemeris yavim is a situation where a man dies without children. The Torah says his wife might not marry anyone else other than one of his brothers, unless the brother makes chalitza. So if the situation is that he didn't make erison, but rather it's a situation where his brother had died, and now his sister-in-law is waiting, shemeris yavim, she's waiting for the yavim, she's connected to the yavim because she can't marry anybody else. There too we say, if that's the situation, even though he didn't make erison on her, he didn't even, it's not even his choice, not something that he decided to do, it's something that came upon him. Nonetheless, if that is a situation, she's waiting for Yibam, and he is playing, and he's not doing chalitza, and he hasn't done chalitza yet. So then that's also a situation of where he is connected in marriage to her, and we say that if he has not completed the marriage, he can go back. And this halacha applies not only to one of the brothers. The halacha is by Yibam, all of them can make Yibam. All of them could make the Yibam. And therefore, any one of them is going to be exempt because any one of them could actually do the Yibam. And therefore, so that's what it means, even b'shemeris yavim. Next step is va'afilu shama shemeis acha b'milchama. Even if he heard his brother died in war, meaning the battle has begun, and during the battle he hears his brother got killed, and now his wife has fallen to him for Yibam. So even though this happened after the battle begun, we still say that he goes ahead and he leaves the battlefield. Because now the point of that, let me just read it again. Even if he heard that his brother died in war, he returns and comes back. Now they bring down here on the bottom the following: ordinarily, a man who betrothed a woman, made erison, after the battle began, is not exempt. Let's say the battle has begun, and he goes and he betroths the woman. So does he say, okay, you're free to go home? No. The answer is we don't let you do that. Because if we let a person who makes erison after the battle go home, then a lot of people are going to start making erison so they can get out of the battle. Okay, but that's only talking about where you decided to go and make erison. But in the case of Yibam, you didn't decide to do it. It happened. And therefore, even if that happened after the battle began, the brother would be able to return from war. Okay. Now, Kol Elu, all these, meaning all that we just discussed until now, Shaimin Divrei Kayin Ma'archei Melchama V'Chayzrin. They hear the words of the Kohen. Okay, they hear the words of the Kohen that are spoken to the battle ranks and return. That's what Ma'archei Melchama they translate as the battle ranks. That means it's not that everybody, even like everybody, has to go to the battlefront. Everyone has to go to where the battle is to where the battle will be taking place. It's there that the Kohen makes the example. The officers make the announcement, and those who are exempt, they leave. It's not like they don't show up. They come to the battlefield. Those who are now, the exemptions are announced, and they leave the battlefield. But even when they leave the battlefield, they don't go home. They supply water and food for the troops, and they fix the roads. They repair the roads for the armies to pass. So even though the Torah actually says that the Torah says when the officers make announcements and they say Yelech, how's the word to go? Yelech v'yachzeh lebeisai, something like that. The Torah says he should go home. He should leave and return to his house. That's what the Torah says. That's the wording of the officers. But the Mishna tells us it doesn't mean he immediately goes home. He has to stick around to be of usage, to be of use. He's not going home. He's not going to go to the battle lest he die. But he's going to still be around to be able to supply food, water, fix the roads. And as long as he's needed, he stays there to do that. If he's not needed, then he can go home. But the point is that the exemption is exemption from going to battle. It's not necessarily allowing you to return home. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Shabbos.
Okay. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you.